Hello, folks. Welcome to our hangout from projecthealthywealth.org. Now, whether you come to join us or not, hey, I welcome you to our training. If you're an entrepreneur that needs to make money and you want to earn from home, we'll give you the education. Projecthealthywealth.org is a very simple blog post. All it's designed to do is show you how to capitalize on being an entrepreneur in the largest paying trends in the history of the world. Now, some people are going to see these trends just like in the trend of the automobile, and they're going to want to take action. And others, they're going to look at those trends. That stuff will never work. Now take a look at the automobile. It'll never work. Those things are powered by gas. Could explode if they crash. I'll stick to my horse. Now, if you got a mindset like that, you stayed broke. But if you got the right mindset that says you can do whatever you put your mind to, now you've got a shot. Understand, it's a sequence of actions that produce profits. That's the bottom line to your success. When you can learn to share that sequence with love and conviction, you will never fail. Do you understand the basics? If you don't, get this basic book. I'm not going to read it to you. Eric Worre, Go Pro. There's 7 skill sets, and when you master those skill sets, it doesn't matter what product or service you're selling. You master those skill sets, the bottom line is you're going to be successful. So what I want to do for you is just kind of get you to think a little bit. Now, the most followed leader in all of the planet is Jesus Christ, the guy behind me, you know. And if you don't believe in Jesus, I need you to think about something. When the masses in the world agree that he's the most followed leader in the world, the fact that he's the most followed leader in the world means the information that he shares affects the masses in a massive way. And your idea to get profits is to be able to cater to those masses. So if you look at what Jesus taught, understand that he teaches you in Mark chapter 10 that it's going to take sacrifice. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be things that we endure in his path. But as we endure those things and keep our mind focused on his kingdom, success is promised to us. We're told that we're going to lose things, friends, family, possessions, whatever along the way. But whatever we lose, we will regain over 100-fold for the course of action that's in the right direction. Now, that's a promise. That's a promise. I want you to think about that. The word never lies. So think about what Jesus teaches. He taught about the faith. The belief level is the whole key to his kingdom. Do you believe the Bible or do you believe the Word of God? And I pray to God you believe the Bible, because I've never met a person in my life that made it to 70 years old that wasn't completely miserable, that did not. If they didn't believe in the Bible, they were completely miserable. They were burnt out on life. They had no more goals, no more aspirations, and they died miserable and lonely. You don't ever want to do that. Now, this isn't all about Jesus. This is about leadership, so allow me to jump off my soapbox. The most important thing you can understand is one of the things that marveled Jesus the most in all of his teaching. If you look at the Bible, you can see a lesson where the centurion comes to Jesus and he says, hey, man, I'm not worthy for you to come to my house. I tell this one go and he goes, this one come and he comes, and I got servants that work before me. My lifestyle don't fit your kingdom, but man, my servant believes in you. My servant is honest. My servant has integrity. And Lord, if you'll just say the word, you don't even have to come to my house. If you'll just say the word, the power of your words will heal my servant where he sits now. Now, that's not the exact wording that is in the Bible, but that's the lesson Jesus taught. Do you believe that you can succeed? Or is it in the back of your mind that everything you're going to try, you fail? If you believe that you're going to fail, you will. If you make the biggest mistake that people make on the planet today, and that mistake is to follow the educational process of the world, where does it lead you? The wrong direction, okay? If you have more faith in the Word than you do the world, that's the first step in the right direction. When you have the truth will set you free. When you have a product or a service that fills a need for a human being, there is no shame in saying, oh, you have a problem, I have a solution. At projecthealthywealth.org, that's what it's all designed around. You have the most in-demand solutions, the most lucrative solutions to the most problems that the masses face. Now, when you have the truth to run with, it's just a matter of exposing it to the people that are suffering from the problem so you can help them through that problem. We work in the field of entrepreneurship, so you want to ask yourself this question. It's real important. Is there going to be tough times? Is it going to take work? Of course it is. Are you willing to endure it? Are you willing to go out there just like Henry Ford did? Because he knew the automobile was going to work. I mean, it was a no-brainer. But the masses were scared. The masses didn't understand. The elite were intimidated. You might rock their little boat. They might spill their little mixed drink. Think about what I'm saying. But what actually happened? He believed. He went forward and he brought that solution to the masses, and fortunes were created. You have the ability right now to tap into the internet and grab the most sought after solutions on the planet and follow a training, proven set of actions that will bring you business over and over again. The question is, are you willing to learn just like you learned to walk? You didn't shoot right out of mama and take off running a marathon. Come on. You learned to crawl before you learned to walk, and often you fell and skinned your knees a few times before you got it down. Entrepreneurship's no different. But what you're going to see here is how to develop that proper mindset, how to put a sequence of actions into play on a daily basis that will bring you the money. It's not rocket science. My good friend John Maxwell, one of the most sought after trainers in the world for leadership, there's a picture of me with him. You know, the Fortune 500 companies pay him to train their most elite. He said that you can take a tree that's this big. You're so big you can't wrap your arms around it. You cannot use any electric tools. But you can go out there with an axe and you have to fall this tree. So you can only hit the tree 5 times in one day. And it seems like it would be impossible. Little tiny axe, great big tree. But it's a proven fact that if you go out there each day and you strategically whack that tree just right, there's going to come a point in time, no matter what, against all odds, that tree is going to fall. Understand that entrepreneurship, when you're sharing solutions with people, what's made people go from 0 to $1 million on part-time efforts under 40 hours a week to full-time incomes is 5 proper exposures of whatever it is that you have to offer somebody else per day. Now, the most money is in consumable products. The next is in communications. So think about that for a minute. If you got consumable products, they need to be demonstrated. They need to be sampled. And if you're out there sharing opportunity with consumable products and there's no sample on hand, you got the odds 80% against you. If they don't know it tastes good, they don't want to buy it. If they don't know it smells good, they don't know if they want to share it with somebody else. Put the odds in your favor first. Understand, when you know you got what the masses want, it's not a matter of will this create success for me. It's a matter of if I put my daily set of actions into motion, it's 100% that I'm not going to fail and I am going to succeed. The question to ask yourself, do you want to put the right things in here so they join you here and come out here? If you don't do that, it doesn't matter where you go in life or what you do. There's only one result: failure. You have to exercise your mind. It's a muscle. And if you look at the world, what do they teach you in basic education? They teach you to plan to fail. What if the worst happens? What are you going to do if the worst happens? So you go from kindergarten to 12th grade preparing for the worst. What does Jesus teach? The most sought-after leader in the world, Jesus, teaches how to basic instructions before leaving earth. What does he say? Jesus teaches the opposite, folks. Understand that. Jesus teaches the opposite. If you expect to succeed, you will. You got to see the success. And it's really simple to do when you look at history, because success leaves clues. And the clues that are left behind success with all the experts that have ever succeeded was they believed without a shadow of a doubt that they could. There was a daily method of operation they practiced day after day after day that eventually got the results that took place. And they had enough love in their heart to take the people around them and rise them up to victory with the very skill sets that were working for them. Understand, you only reap what you sow. Now, below this video in the blog is going to be something short and simple. It's going to be what gave me a checkup from the neck up. It's an audio book I found on YouTube by Zig Ziglar called See You at the Top. When I first saw this book, the most money I had ever made in a month was about $2,000. I read that book, and 3 months later, I had my first $9,000 month selling cars. Let me tell you something, folks. If you want it in life bad enough to go after it with everything you got and enjoy every minute of it, it's not a process that you hate to create success. You've got a daily method of operations that you rather enjoy doing. It's not work to share a solution that improves someone else's life. It's not. And when you've got a solution that saves them over $100 a month, if they're not interested in a home business, surely they would like to have some more money in the budget. We have all that for you. ProjectHealthyWealth.org. God bless you, and congratulations for taking the time to understand how to put the right mindset that will allow you to achieve in motion today. You deserve success. Don't be afraid to work for it, and never be afraid to ask for help. That's what we're here for. God bless you. Congratulations again for taking the time to see a way to develop a mindset that will never fail you. Come join us. You deserve success.